Well, good morning, Flex Your Brave Fitness subscribers and anybody else who watches. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching on this channel. I appreciate that. And I wanted to come here today and talk about two things, about aligning yourself with God and how I align myself with God. And in our Revelation Wellness group, we have themes for the month. And this month is Rhythms of Grace. And in my rhythm of grace and getting aligned with God is getting into the Word. And I found this, and getting aligned, like, okay, when you go and get aligned in your life and in your body, like when something is out of alignment, do you let it go, or do you go somewhere and someone helps you get back into alignment? And I mean, I've had to do that. I've gone and had to, align my body back up so that it works properly. And that goes the same for our walk, like how we can go in seasons and we can get out of alignment and not be in the right space for God to speak to us. I have found in my life that there were times where he didn't speak, but that's because I was here and God was here. So we were like drifting apart. We were not aligned. Like I was going far, far to the left. And he stays. He stays right there. And he always welcomes us back. And you're going to see me fidgeting because I just got my new microphone. So I'm kind of working out the kinks. So, but I wanted to read you this verse. It's from 1 Chronicles 16, 8 through 13. And it says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, call on his name. May his deeds be known among the peoples, and sing to him, sing praises to him, speak all the one of his wonders. God in his glory name, in his holy name, let the hearts of those who seek him, the Lord, rejoice. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face continually, longing to be in his presence. Remember with gratitude his marvelous deeds, which he has done, his miracles and judgment from his mouth. O the seed of Israel, his servant, children of Jacob, his chosen ones." And that's just the verse that came to me. And it's like, we have our rhythms. What rhythms of grace do we find ourselves in going to the Father? And mine is getting up in the morning, having my breakfast, doing all of that, and then reading the Word, and then writing it. Sometimes I get out of rhythm and sometimes I get out of alignment, but it's the grace that he has for each one of us as we come to him each day and say, "Lord, what do you have for me today? What do you want me to speak? Who do you want me to reach?" And I'll read you what other things that I had from this, what I learned from this alignment. What does it mean to be in alignment with God? Is it when our hearts are right with God, where our spirits and soul and bodies work together in peace and harmony? And the body? We are three parts being: spirit, soul, and body. When we are aligned with God, the spirit rules in our soul and body. Our spirits are born again. Our minds are being renewed on God's word, and our bodies are being trained to carry out the godly desires of our spirit and souls. As we are properly aligned with God, our lives will go as God planned. As we agree with God's words, our lives are come back into alignment with our spirit, souls, and bodies operating in their proper roles as is pleasing to God. Then, when we walk as God intended us to walk, straight and upright, in a posture of wisdom and strength, we will be in good health, whole and productive for the Lord, with nothing holding us back. Aligning with God makes us free from natural limitations, able to do the works of Jesus and greater works by the help and empowerment of the Holy Spirit. And wow, that just hits you at the heart. And as we are worshiping that and aligning ourselves with God, I want to first, I've always been, when I started this, I don't want to harm my body when I do it. So what we are going to do is, when we start doing our workouts, I want you to stand, and I want you to just pull your shoulders back and down. So we don't want the shoulders, we want to be in good alignment with there. So we want to make sure that when we stand tall, and we tuck in our hip a little bit, not just enough that it's aligned with our body. We want a plumb line. So we put our shoulders up, down, and back, and that's going to be home. And you're going to feel that tension in here, in your shoulders, and in the back of your body, the back of the body. When I was taught, there's a little tennis ball, and you want to keep that tennis ball in your back, between your shoulder blades, and don't let it go. And that's the way you do that. And you keep your feet. Sometimes I have trouble keeping my feet in a line because of how my body was made. So I have to remember all ankle, hip, knee, they all want to be in the same. So as we go through these exercises, I want you to keep your shoulders down. I don't want them up here by your ears. I don't want them up here like this. And when we go down and do squats or leaning down, I want you to think of pulling your booty back to the wall. So your booty is always going to go back first. So you want that straight. And think of just like how you're sitting in the chair. So you stand, and then you go, your butt goes back first. It might look uncomfortable, it might be uncomfortable, but that means you're doing it right. If it's uncomfortable, and if you are moving, you're doing it right, but I want you to start out with good movement first. And I want you to not be in pain after these. And I'm not going to go really high impact at all because my body can't handle high impact as much. So here we go. We're going to start with the warm up. And you're going to need your drumsticks after this. So get your drumsticks and weights, or if you have resistance bands, or if you don't have any of that, just use your body weight, because you can always start with your body weight and then grow from there. So no shame and no judgment in this place. So you do you, and I'll do me. Okay? All right. Here we go. Now we're gonna start, when we start this warm up, we're gonna do a step touch. Okay, now let's start again. I'm gonna get off. Okay, step, touch. Grapevine. Grapevine. Step touch. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. Step touch. Now we go. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Almost like a front punch. Yeah, everybody sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. Okay. We are family. Okay. Down. Get up, everybody sing. Okay. Back to that grapevine. Everyone can see we're together. One more. As we walk on by. Back. And we fly just into the feather. Back. I want you front. Step tap. All of the people around the city. Can they get ready? We're gonna go jump. Just let me stay for the record. We're giving love in the family dog. Okay. We are family. Yeah. Front punch. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. Living life is fun. Just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we had for the future and our goals inside. So we don't get depressed. Here's the rhythm, our golden rule. Okay, down. Everything you and the things you do, you won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. All right, now you can get a drink. And now, after this one, you're going to need your sticks. So grab your sticks. And I'll tell you, if you want to just do your arms, because we're going to be doing legs in a little bit. So if you want to save the legs, then you can just do this.
Past the point of weary, is your burden weighing heavy? Is it all too much to carry? Let me tell you about my Jesus. Do you feel it?
Again.
Feel it? 'Cause shame's done all it's stealing, and you're desperate for some healing. Let me tell you about my Jesus. He makes a way where there ain't no way. Rises up from an empty grave. Ain't no sinner that he can save. Let me tell you about my Jesus. His love is strong and his grace is free. And the good news is I know that he can do for you what he's done for me. Let me tell you about my Jesus.
Okay, ready?
Let my Jesus change your life. Hallelujah.
Get back.
Broken dreams and wasted years until the past to disappear. Oh, let me tell you about my Jesus. You know the wrong turns that you would going unto if you could. You can work it out for your good. Let me tell you about my Jesus. He makes a way where there ain't no way. Rises up from an empty grave. Ain't no sinner that he can save. Let me tell you about my Jesus. His love is strong and his grace is free. The good news is I know that he can do for you what he's done for me. Let me tell you about my Jesus. Let my Jesus change your life.
Back to that lunge.
Pay the price for all my guilty. Who would care that much about me? Let me tell you about my Jesus. Oh.
And back.
Where there ain't no way. Rises up from an empty grave. Ain't no sinner that he can save. Let me tell you about my Jesus. His love is strong and his grace is free. I know that he can do for you what he's done for me. Let me tell you about my Jesus. Let my Jesus change your life. Hallelujah.
Okay, down. Okay. All right. My Jesus and save. Keep your drumsticks. This one is a pretty high impact. We'll go low, but this is a good song. Here we go.
Okay.
We're gonna start going like this.
Turn it up.
Okay.
Let's go to church night.
Left, right. Now, if you want this bass here,
Here we go. Yeah.
Alternate. Okay, now
Sing you.
right.
Everything I need to sing you. Hey. Ever needed in you.
Okay, get ready because there's a rocking horse coming up.
Here we go. Verse 2. Yeah. Everybody's got a story. That's how good you are.
Down,
Come on.
up, down. Okay, now back. Okay, right. Things down. Up. Okay, now back to the rocking horse. Okay, now back.
Everything to me. All I need is you. The joy of the peace, all I need is you. I gotta live my hand to praise you. Yeah, everybody raise your voice for me.
Trip.
Everybody say,
Okay, one, down, up,
yeah, hey, come on.
down. All right. Now, keep your drumsticks. We've got 2 more drumstick songs, and then we'll go to lower body. So this one, we're gonna go this way. Use your back.
I'll be that silver lining to the story. You thought that I was only one and you don't
Bring the
know
floor
me.
up
May
to
my
you.
folks rest in peace, cause that's a homie. Got this haze on my tongue, I pray the glory. Gasoline in my veins, leaving fuel through my flame. Oh. As we rise from the flames. Heart of a lion, never say never. Cut like a diamond, shine under pressure. Oh, it's time to fire. Oh, it's time to fire. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire. Oh, it's time to fire.
Back. Feet with
They say the struggle is real. I say the struggle reveals how you deal with the monster that's inside you. I don't buy into the lie. I put my faith and my trust in my team. Everything that we done been through. Gasoline in my veins, keep it pure through my pain. Oh, as we rise from the flames. Heart of a lion, never say never. Cry like a diamond, shine under pressure. Oh, it's on the fire, hold up. Oh, it's on the fire, hold up. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's on the fire, hold up. Oh, it's on the fire, hold up.
Hello, around the world.
Heart of a lion, never say never. Kind like a diamond, shine under pressure. It's time to fire, hold up. It's time to fire, hold up. There's no tomorrow. Just play the game right. No one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire, hold up. Oh, it's time to fire, hold up.
Back. Stay with your head hanging up. Get that crown up. Good job. Get a drink. And then we've got one more drumstick, and then we'll take a little break. We'll stretch and get ready for lower. This is going to be another one where you pound.
Rise, kiss the fire.
Use that warrior. Stay here.
Just can't stand by, 'cause the light is getting brighter.
And add the legs if you want. And back.
When we hear the trumpet sound,
Around the world.
the winds blow, we will be the ones found.
Go low if you can. If you can't, stay here.
In the twinkling of the
I'm going
night,
to go a little bit lower. We're going to see your faces.
every heartbeat in the time of night.
Stay here. Use a jump. You can jump. Okay, back to the top. Use your shoulders. Warrior.
Let's be with power.
Right. Those drums.
Revive. This must be wise. Ready for the final hour.
Around the world.
The sound and the floor.
Up here. Or down here.
Ready to go. In the twinkling of an eye, you will be praised high. Every heartbeat in the
Keep your crowns up, ladies. Okay, down.
Holy, holy is the God.
Back. Oh, wait, no. Sorry.
Holy, 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 holy is the God who was and is to come. Holy, holy.
Now,
Hear
around the
the
world.
trumpet sound and the full wind blow.
You guys got it.
The ones found looking up.
You gotta stay here.
In the twinkling of an eye, we will be
Get your alignment. Stay in alignment.
And open your eyes. Dreams collide.
All right. Now you can put your drums away. I'm gonna stop it for a little bit so we can start on our legs. We're gonna stretch those out a little bit and give us a little break. So keep moving, keep that fluid in your joints as you go around. I don't want you to just stand still. If you just like march in place, keep that heart rate up a little bit so that you don't crash when you get done with this workout. And we will be doing most of it on the floor. The next half of it, we will be doing on the floor. If you can't get on the floor, use a chair. I'm going to use a chair part of it for me. And if you have a band or weights, go ahead and get them. If you don't worry about it. You can do it without. I mean, I did a lot of these without weights first to get my body in good alignment as we go. So I want you to check when we go, shoulders down and back, tuck your pelvis in a little bit. So when you see, and just tuck it under a little bit. Don't go too far, but enough that it gets it in a straight line. So if you can tell, you don't want to, just enough, and tighten up your core. And every exercise that's going to help you stable, keep you stable. So now we'll start, and you could do it to the beat. You don't have to do it to the beat. And just like these songs. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put my legs in the band.
We're dark and all alone, growing comfortable.
Do it this way.
Are you too scared to move and walk out of this tomb?
We're going to work
Buried underneath
glutes.
lies that you believe.
So we're going to take it out.
And sound stuck in the ground, you lost to
So we're
be.
going to pull.
You're just asleep, and it's time to leave.
Squeeze that
Take a breath, you're alive now. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus?
glute. 5,
Power couldn't hold you. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus?
You know what I said when I was working? Stretch first. I totally forgot. I forgot to stretch you first. Yeah, that's really good. See, when you do this on the, I even have it on here. Okay, before that, sorry about that. So we're gonna get down and stretch. We're gonna, since we've already warmed up a little bit already, I want you just to go down with your legs. Down. And then do some hip openers. So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you'll see these at the end too. So we're warmed up a little bit now. I want to go to the other side since we already did that. The one side, so the side that you didn't do before, go ahead, take your other one. I'll start the playlist again, and then we might do them 2 times. Might do 2 rounds of these if we can get through them. If we can't, then we'll just do 1.
When he said your name, the thing that filled your
Okay, take this.
was more than blood, kind of love.
Okay,
So why is that way? Now the door is open wide, the stone's been rocked aside. Oh, it's on the line, come on and rise up. Take a breath, you're alive now. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus? And you every hour destiny. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus?
Okay.
He's giving us
Now, if you want to do with your bands, you can.
He's calling us to walk down the road.
And put mine up for here.
He's giving us to
We're gonna do it in there.
take a breath, you're alive. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus? And you every hour destiny. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out from the grave like Lazarus? He's calling
And I'm just doing it for me to challenge myself, but just to get a regular stretch on it. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. So I want you to go up and down.
I can't count the times I've called your name some broken night. You showed
This
up,
side is
that's
a
all
little bit lower.
I do every time I get emptied up. I forget that you keep coming around.
5,
Ain't no way you ever let me down.
3,
Good God Almighty, I hope you'll find me.
1.
Praising your name no matter what. Cause I know where I be. Without your mercy. So I can praise your name at the top of
We're
my
going to go
lungs.
side to side.
So easy good.
Go 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Right?
He is good God Almighty. Say your love goes on forever, that your mercy never stops. So why would I assume you'll be somebody that you're not? Like sun in the morning, hey, one more every day. So what on earth
Or you can just walk like this. You want to challenge yourself, go down a little bit lower. Alright, now. Okay, we're gonna take the bands up for this. So, we're gonna do a little bit. And stand. Your feet will be just a little wider. I'll show you without weight first. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go this way, and then hold our arms out when we go down, and bring them back up. Okay? So we'll start weight first. Remember to stick out your butt when you lunge, like you're ready. You want to hit that wall behind you. Now we wind our biceps, bring them low as you got to your side as you can. You don't want it out here. You want it out. So put tension in your arms, like you're holding something heavy, and you're not using weights, and then pulling out. Like you're holding like a platter. Okay, let's go 2 more. All right. Now, we're gonna do those again. And I'm gonna do it without the band, so you can see. So we're gonna start again with the leg lift, and we want you to squeeze that booty. So if you want to hold here in the chair, or you want to work on your balance, so squeeze, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, raise up booty in the top. All right, now back. Your other side. Cause sometimes those voices try to tell me I've forgotten, falling too far from his hands. I know what kind of God he is, and I'm trusting his promises and believing and saying, just he can. Did he move every mountain? Did he part every sea? Yes, he can. So yes, he can. Ready for the inner side lunge. So there you go. I'm going to do without the band today. Yes, he can. So yes, he can. Go down, go slow. Come through every single time. From the beginning till the end, he did, he will. I want you to keep your chest up and your head so that I can see you. I want you looking down like this. I want to be able to see your beautiful faces. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did defeat the darkness. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. You can do anything with you. I'm going to get right here now.
she did.
We're gonna do side to side.
Yes, she can.
So, side to side. And just go down. You don't have to use weights. You don't have to use resistance bands to get a good workout.
I'll never be more loved
Okay?
than I am.
Go one more
Wasn't holding you up.
to the
So the
right, my right, your left.
Doesn't take a trophy.
All right, now
You
do
run.
the lunge with the pull, with the bicep pull out.
That I am right
So,
now. Ooh.
stand a little bit farther.
Going through a storm.
Put your tension in, shoulders down.
I hear your
We
voice.
go down.
Carried in the wind
Pull
like the
out.
wind to call me out. You would cross
Good
the
morning, Maya. Good morning,
so
Medea.
I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now.
Let's sing it loud, y'all.
Okay, one
You
more.
are a child. You are love. Child. You are love.
I want you to get down. We're gonna be doing on the floor from now on. So you can lay down in a bridge position.
You are a child.
I'm gonna use my band. You don't have to.
Always enough. Don't let it end. Forever enough.
So get in a bridge position.
Don't let it go. I don't want to forget how I feel right now.
Pull yourself up in a bridge position.
I can
And
speak
if
so
you can,
clear what it's
you
all
can stay here.
about.
If you say want a little bit more, I want you to fold your legs in and out. To get to the position like this.
I feel right now.
Do that. 5,
For you,
Exhale. Go into it more. Come up. Do it on the other side.
The weight of the world is getting heavier now. Feels like it's far too much to carry around. And each and every little time that you fall starts looking like the end of it all.
Okay.
Somewhere
I want you to
in the noise there's a
take a step out,
to
get a little bit of a hamstring.
each and every little word that you hear, I pray that one thing will be so clear. With all those voices in your head, just don't ever forget that God's still good.
With your booty bag,
All in control.
I'm holding on.
Oh, come on, keep on hoping when the days get dark. Keep on
Okay,
saying,
then I want you to start tapping that foot that you have up.
the one who gave you life will give you strength to keep on going. Keep on
Keep your hopes up. Had that in a class on Thursday. Instructor, that was her theme. And these times, as we are going through this world right now, we need to keep our hopes up and remember who is in charge of this world. Okay, switch your legs. Switch your legs up. Keep your heel. Lift out the heel.
A better tomorrow is hopeful. Joy your sorrow, cause God's still good and He's still got it all in control. Oh, it's hopeful. The world can change. It's hopeful. Love will hate it. Cause God's still good and He's still got it all in control.
Stretch out your arms. Try to reach the sides of your world. Stretch. Open your heart. This is one of my favorite poses. If you have
Don't you ever lose
heart open to God. Let Him open it. And give Him your heart, and He will give you a message. He takes hard messages and He puts them into messages. Let Him work in your mess to become a message.
So sorry, and every moment, every
Okay,
breath you
come
breathe.
Lift
Lift your eyes, you're gonna
Put your hands together.
to keep on going, to keep on hoping.
Your back.
Come on, keep on. Keep on hoping.
Okay. I want you to bring your hands up. Stretch up. Stretch up as far as you can. Breathe. Take your eyes to the heavens. Let Him rain down on
For
you.
the hurting, you're restoring. We believe it.
Cry out to the Lord and say, Lord,
Resurrection for the broken.
come into me, move my heart.
We believe
Take what you need to work on and make it new.
There's a breakthrough. We can see it. Every promise.
One,
We believe it. Everything changes. Everything changes. Everything changes. When your spirit moves,
down.
everything changes.
Only go here.
There's
No shame.
everything changes.
Adjustment.
When you walk in, mountain. There's no walking.
Keep your feet.
There's a victory, there's a Savior, He is Jesus. He there's a breakthrough, we can see it.
Calm down. Stretch right here. Stretch out your arms. Come up. Now I just stand straight like you're sitting in a chair.
When you are among us here in this room,
Okay, come up. I want you to bring your arms.
spoken,
One arm.
strongholds are broken. You're here and we know it. You're here and we know it. Heaven is come.
Other
We are
side.
going back. You're here and we know it. Let's go. You're here and we know it. And your light is spoken. Strongholds are broken.
All right.
You're
You
here.
take that one that you
You're here.
hold your arms at tricep. Just pull it down with your other arm.
Here in your presence.
The Lord is with us when you're
You're
here.
making all things
When
new.
we're more gathered, the Lord is here. But He is also with you when you call upon His name. When you call His name, the Lord is right with you. He's not going to leave you where you ask. So come with Him with an open heart and just sit and talk with Him. He wants a relationship with you. Just come to Him and talk to Him like a friend. That our last thing, have your arms out, receive what the Lord has for you. Because He has something for you. Come out, and then come in with a hug for yourself and a hug from your Father. Say, well done, daughter. Well done, son. And with a hug from God. I hope that your day and your week, I hope your day and your week is blessed.